this is Frode, and welcome to my October 2018 Goal Progress Report. As you may know if you have watched my Goal Progress Report for September, this is a series where I tell you about my yearly goals. And also in these videos I tell you about the monthly progress I make toward those goals. And I make this series for a couple of main reasons. Firstly, I hope it can inspire you to set goals and make consistent progress to achieve them. And secondly, I do it to keep myself accountable to work toward the goals I set for myself, and especially for this channel. And I really believe that we are goal-driven creatures, so whether we set conscious goals or not, we will be driven by them. It can be a simple goal like being comfortable when it's cold outside, so we do the actions of putting on another winter coat. It can be a goal of satisfying our hunger to stay alive, so we eat some food. Or it can be more conscious and specific goals like earning $2,000 in 1 month, so we work X number of hours. But the main thing is that either we can set conscious goals for ourselves, and or we can let other people have their goals and just let us be a part of them. Much like a ship on a sea without direction, which just goes where the wind blows. Right, so in this video I'm going to tell you about the goal I have for 2018 in my 5 areas of health, relationships, studies, work, or these personal projects, and 5th, the self-realization aspect, growth. And I'm first going to tell you about the progress I made in September, then what the goals I set for October, which we will then review in 1 month at the end of October. And finally I'm going to challenge you to formulate your own specific goals for October, and then have you tell me your progress at the end of this month. Okay, let's begin. One of the goals I set for 2018 for my health is to complete the Step Up and Frontier training programs, which is they are training programs for obstacle course racing. I'm really into obstacle courses and have pretty ambitious goals within the sport. So with these training programs, they will give me a solid foundation to race, compete, and even win some of those races during next year and other years. The goal I set for September to achieve this goal was to complete the Step Up training program, which I did. And now for October I set the goal of completing 3 weeks of the Frontier training program. The total goal being to complete the 10 weeks of this training program. And the Frontier program is a little bit harder than the Step Up program, since I really need some more challenge to stress the body more so it can grow and develop in strength, endurance, and speed, so I can do even better in competitions. And then just one other simple thing that was I really enjoyed about this month was that I participated in an obstacle course race called Warrior Obstacle Extreme in Norway. There I raced with 2 of my friends, which is my brother and another woman. We ended up at 107th to 109th place out of 1300. And as I really couldn't go all out, since I had to wait for my companions and they had to wait for me a few times, I'm really happy about those results. But we'll of course be very excited about going all out solo in one of those races later, next year. So that's for my energy goal. October goal is finish 3 weeks of the Frontier training program. And I'll get back to you next month about that. Next, for my relationship goals. This year I set the goals of asking for and remembering 150 people's names and gaining 100 new Facebook friends. The reason being that having more friends or even acquaintances increases the opportunities to share positive emotions with people. Something that really magnifies your energy and joy during your days, which in general improves your performance in everything you do and your well-being in life. So I want to create as many of those opportunities as I can when I walk in the street, at school, at events, at sports, anything. Just for general happiness and love which comes out of meeting people and sharing positive emotions with them. You can watch the video on Love 2.0 if you want to learn more about this concept of positive emotions. The goal I set for September was to remember 50 people's names and gain 25 new Facebook friends. I totally nailed both of those goals, thereby achieving the yearly goal of remembering 150 people's names. So I now have the one goal to focus on, gaining 100 new Facebook friends. I have about 24 people I need to become friends with to achieve that goal. So therefore, my goal for October will be to gain 25 new Facebook friends. It can sound a bit shallow gaining friends on Facebook, but it all helps gaining acquaintances and therefore more opportunities to love. Right, for my next area, that is studies. My main goal for this year was to gain straight A's, but I figured out that that was a bit rigid, and I realized that it's not necessary for me to gain only A's, and as getting A grades, pure A grades in every class creates much more stress and takes much more time than gaining A's and B's, I set the goal of gaining only A's and B's this year instead, with the fewest hours of study possible. And then I'm going to develop those techniques that make that possible and share those studying techniques with you and perhaps some of my friends at college. The goal I set for September was to attend all lectures and complete all assignments and readings. There were 2 or 3 lectures I didn't attend, mostly because I was traveling, and I did all the assignments and readings. So totally nailed the September goals. The goal set for October will be to join all lectures, complete all assignments and readings, of course, and then to complete 3 projects. I call it projects because I'm going to learn how to study more efficiently, like read textbooks for the most relevant information on exams, attend lectures and take notes for the most relevant information on exams, etc. So these small things are called projects, and I'm going to create systems that I can use throughout my entire studies. And the reason I make these systems is that we are really based upon habits. If we do things more than once and we do it habitually, then it will be really wise of us to create specific systems for how we do those tasks. An example is researching for a paper in certain ways, gathering sources, gaining viewpoints, then writing an outline, then first drafting, then final drafting. And then you can deliver the assignment. But having these general systems of the step-by-step processes that you make to complete a task. So yes, that will be the goal for studies in October. All assignments, lectures, and readings, and 3 projects to study more effectively. Then we have the 4th area, the main goal being in my work, in my personal projects here on YouTube, to share first for the yearly goal. That was to, I think it was 75 how-to videos, create 52 book review videos, and 5 progress report videos. But I realized that having the how-to videos in addition to the book reviews and progress reports might be a bit too early. I have split my focus in too many directions and therefore set the goal instead to complete 52 book recommendations, 52 book reviews, and then create 5 of these monthly progress reports. Therefore, I set the goal in. Therefore, I didn't achieve many of my goals in September, as I was going to create how-to videos and book recommendations. But I had a bit of traveling, and my mother came visiting this month, so I didn't really get much time to do all those things. We also had a few assignments to get done. No excuses though, So next month I will create 8 book recommendations. 6 for the English YouTube channel and 2 for the Norwegian YouTube channel I plan on starting up. And for my final area of goal setting, I'm going to, that is growth or self-actualization. Main goal being to read a lot of books. I think I set the goal of reading 12 books, or 16 even, in September, which I really didn't achieve. I read perhaps 5 or 6. Therefore I'm going to ratchet the number down to read 11 books September. Oh, I mean October. Read 11 books in October, toward the yearly goal of reading 100 books in 2018. Okay, hope I didn't bore you too much with all these details about the goals that I have. I just also very interested in hearing if you actually get something out of this, or if you want to hear more explanations of the goals, if you want to hear less details about something, or if there's something in general that you want to add. And now that we're done the monthly goal progress report, I want to ask you, what are your 1 to 5 most important and specific goals for 2018? And what are the specific things you're going to do, the specific goals you set in October to achieve those goals for 2018? Please comment it down in the comment section and I will follow up with you there. Here's to creating goal progress reports to keep ourselves accountable and inspired to work to achieve our goals and realize our ultimate potential. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you an awesome day. See ya!